There are those mistakes we make in life and we look back at them and we're like, if I knew better, I would do better. Today I'm going to be telling you the mistakes I made in my university educational life, and I'm talking about both my undergraduate, the bachelor's, and my master's university life. I want to share this because I realize that some of us do things because we didn't know. And if you are one of those people who are in the process of studying at the university or doing your master's, I would like to share with you my experience so that you don't end up making the same mistakes. If you've already passed and maybe this video is going to resonate with you, kindly share it with your children, the people who are coming after you, so that as they go through university and they go into their career lives after university, they can avoid these mistakes and they can thrive in their careers, in their education, and in their future life. Welcome to EduSens Africa. This is where we talk about education, the things that are very, very important to shape the future of our young ones who are going through education before they choose courses, when they choose courses, so that they can be able to choose careers and get into careers that actually align with what they like, align with their interests, and they give them a satisfactory future. This is what we are all about here at EduSens Africa. I do bring you videos every week, and I also have a website, edusensafrica.com, where I offer you career guidance, I offer you career educational modules, and many more that you can discover for yourself on the website. So today I'm going to be telling you mistakes, very simple mistakes that you can actually overlook but are very, very important. The number one mistake I made when I was going to university, and this was in Kenya because I did my undergraduate in Kenya and then I did my master's in Europe, in Germany and in Vienna. That's a story for another day. For my undergraduate, I really concentrated on learning the theory and passing the examinations without exactly looking into what I need to do in the job market, like without trying so much to discover the practical things that I need to do. I was really concentrating on passing the examinations. I want to get the good grades. I want to make sure that, my transcript is good, which is not a bad thing. It is very, very important to make sure that your transcript and you're passing your examinations. That's important. What is not good is concentrating so much on that and not giving enough time to the practical bit of it, enough time to actually know what do I need to do in the job market. Is it just about me passing the examinations, cramming the theory, excelling in the theory, but then I'm not advancing as much in the practical things that I need to do? And for me, I'm a person who is in the tech world. We know that if you are in the technological world, if you are doing anything to do with computer, to do with manufacturing, to do with programming, to do with anything that has technology that you will need to practically do something, it is very, very important that you give it 70% actually of your time to do the practicals. Let me explain to you why. You will pass all the theory, you will know what a computer is, you will know what a certain program is, you will know, definitions and all that stuff. But anyone can know that. Anyone is actually expected to know that, even those people who are not in your career. What will make a difference in your life is when you actually know how to use that computer, how to use that program, because that will make a difference between who will get employed and who will not get employed. That will help you save a lot of time. When you get into the job industry, you are actually now not wasting time to try to figure out these programs because you already figured them out in school and you're just now going to start using them in a job setting that maybe you will learn a little 1, 2, 3 things to add on top of it, but you will not be starting from the basics. So the number one mistake that I made, and I do not want you or your children to make, is do not put so much effort on only the theory and forget the practicals, because it will make you have a very hard time transitioning into the job market because you do not have the right skills or the right practical skills that are needed to transition into the job market. The second big mistake I did, and this one I'm going to tell you, you can be able to comment on it and let me know if you think I am making sense or not, because I know some of you are going to not to agree with me, but I can sincerely tell you I wish I did it differently, is the fact that when I was in school, I was only studying. Like, I did not take some time to work part-time so that to see the struggles that go on in the working environment. I was basically just telling myself, let me concentrate on the studies. read, study, pass my examinations, and then I will figure out about, working and all that when I get out into the world. And I can tell you, I regret it. I regret it because when I finished school and I started working, I now discovered, oh my God, work and school is not at all the same thing. It is not the same thing. And I'm like, it's like I was in this world that I never knew will ever come, because I had gotten so much used to just the studying, following a specific timetable, having a teacher, having examinations, and I never had that exposure of what it is to be in the working world. It's like I was dropped somewhere and I was just lost. So for me, if I was to do this all over again, if I was to go back to school all over again, I will try and do a part-time job in the evening, even if it's not every day of the week, at least twice or thrice, so that I get used to that struggle. You kind of get used to being pushed and going the extra mile, and also you learn how things go in the working world. I think I really needed that at that time, but I did not know. Or if that's not possible, what I will do, I will at least get a 6 months proper internship of that which I'm studying, so that I can know this is what I'm going to be doing, and just see, is this what I really want to get into or not? Or if this is my area, my educational area, what do I like to do and what can I concentrate on based on the experience I did at my internship? So if you can be able to advise your people, or if you're watching me and you're at the university, do this. Get an internship in your area, or get a part-time job even if it's not in your area, just to push yourself and to see the struggles that go on in the working environment, so that you can prepare yourself and you can align your education to be at par with where you want to be in the future. Now, the third mistake I made at the university, and I'm saying this with a lot of humility, because I know that some of you are going to debate about it as well, but I can just tell you it is something that now I look back and I regret, and I wish that if I knew better, I would do better. And that's why I'm sharing it with you, so that you don't do the same mistake, or your children or your people don't do the same mistake. So personally, when I finished my bachelor's, I did very, very well actually. And I happened to get opportunities for sponsorship to do my master's. And so, of course, these opportunities usually come earlier on when you're trying to look for jobs, you're still, looking here and there. You are also sometimes searching for master's opportunities and so on. So I did my bachelor's, and then I think I worked for only 3 to 4 or 5 months, and then I went to do my master's. Big, big mistake. If I was to do this all over again, I would take at least 2 years of working after my bachelor's, go to the work, discover what is there in your field, discover what you like, what you don't like, before you can get into a master's program, because it will help you realize, what is this area that I think my passion is in? What is this area that I think I want to learn more, I want to dig deeper into, so that you inform yourself as you're going to do your master's. You look more into the area that you are aligned with most, or into the area that you are likely to be more interested to grow and to research, and to have even ideas for doing a thesis, to have ideas for going to research more and to study more. I really, really think that we should be doing it this way. Of course, people are different. You have 2 or 3 people who would tell you they finished everything, bachelor's and then master's and then PhD, and they are very happy with what they did. That is good for them. But I can tell you for a fact, from my experience and from the experience of many other people, it is advisable that if you can take a break to learn what is in the job market, it can then advise you to know, if I go to do my master's, which areas can I concentrate on? And do I really want to go into my master's and PhD, or do I just want to go work and develop things and discover things in the working area, or is education my area? Because the thing is, when you're studying from primary to high school to university, you are so much used to the education system, you don't know what goes on in the working field. So you're likely to be comfortable just going on with the education. If you like education, that is, you're likely to just be comfortable going on, but you don't know what's on the other side of things. Maybe you'll actually have a better experience being in the working field, or maybe you'll now realize, you know what, I really don't want to go into the working field, working with companies, being with colleagues. I want to go into research, into books, into being a lecturer, being a professor. And so you'll be able to come back and continue with your master's, with your PhD, with your doctorate, and so on and so forth. So yeah, these are my experiences. I don't know what you think about the 3 biggest mistakes I have shared with you. Please do let me know in the comment section. Do you agree with them? Do you think they are not true, or you simply don't agree with them? I'd love to hear your opinion, because over here we listen to everyone and we try to pick out the important things that apply to us. I'm really happy that you've joined and you've watched the video to this very end. Please consider subscribing to the channel, because I bring you a lot of content when it comes to education, when it comes to the alignment of the African people, the young people who are in the education system, them being aligned, them being aware of what is awaiting for them in the career field, them being aware of what they are currently studying and how they can best make the best use of it. That is why we are here as EduSens Africa. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.